Hello students. Today we are going to start part 3 of chapter Equilibrium. Let us start with law of mass action. The rate at which a substance reacts is proportional to its active mass, and hence the rate of a chemical reaction is proportional to the product of active masses of the reactants. The active mass means molar concentration, means number of moles dissolved per liter of the solution. Suppose x gram of sodium hydroxide are dissolved in V liter of solution. Then concentration of sodium hydroxide solution is x gram in V liter, means x by 40 moles in V liter. It will be x by 40 multiply V moles per liter. Now let us explain it more. Rate at which A reacts is directly proportional to molar concentration of A. Molar concentration of A means put A in the square brackets. Square bracket means moles per liter. Rate at which B reacts is directly proportional to molar concentration B. Now rate at which A and B react together is directly proportional to molar concentration A multiply molar concentration B. Remove sign of proportionality and put proportionality constant K. Now it will become K into molar concentration A molar concentration B. K is also called velocity constant. One more reaction, AA plus BB, it gives products. So rate can be written as rate is directly proportional to molar concentration A raised to power m molar concentration B raised to power n, where m and n are not equal to A and B. Remove sign of proportionality. Now rate is equal to K into A raised to power m B raised to power n. The rate of reaction is proportional to the product of the active masses of the reactants, each raised to the power equal to its stoichiometric coefficients, as represented by the balanced chemical equation. Now, what is law of chemical equilibrium? Consider the reaction AA plus BB. It gives CC plus DD. The rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to molar concentration A raised to power A, molar concentration B raised to power B. As you are solving it for the forward reaction means on the reactant side, on the left hand side, so put K as KF. Similarly, rate of backward reaction, it will be directly proportional to C raised to power C, D raised to power D. As it on the right hand side means on the product side, we put it as the backward reaction KB. At the equilibrium, both must be same, means rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, means KF A raised to power A B raised to power B is equal to KB C raised to power C D raised to power D. KF upon KB will be equal to CCDD upon AABB. It means KF upon KB can be taken as KC, where KC is called law of constant of chemical equilibrium, and this relation is called law of chemical equilibrium. The product of the molar concentration of the products each raised to the power equal to its stoichiometric coefficients divided by the product of the molar concentration of the reactants, each raised to the power equal to its stoichiometric coefficients, is constant at constant temperature and is called equilibrium constant. Now what happens in gas phases? The equilibrium constant can be expressed in terms of the partial pressure of the reactants and the products. If expressed in terms of partial pressure, it is denoted by Kp. P stands for pressure. Now consider the reaction AA plus BB, it gives CC plus DD. All the reactants and products are in the gaseous phase. Now Kp is equal to, here you are not using square bracket. That square bracket is replaced by P. Okay, and now it will be Pc raised to power C, Pd raised to power D, Pa raised to power A, Pb raised to power B, where Pa, Pb, Pc, Pd are the partial pressures of A, B, C, D in the reaction mixture. Relationship between Kp and Kc. Ideal gas equation is given by PV is equal to nRT. P is equal to N upon V RT. As you know, N upon V means C. C means concentration and its unit is mole per liter. So, P is equal to CRT. P is equal to molar concentration of gas. C means molar concentration of gas. RT, where R is the gas constant and its value is 0.0831 bar liter per mole per Kelvin. Let's start for a general reaction. AA plus BB, it gives CC plus DT. Write down Kp. Kp will be what? Right side upon left hand side. PCC into PDD upon PAA into PBB. And if you write down P as molar concentration, then it will be molar concentration of C, RT, whole raised to power C, molar concentration of D, whole RT, whole raised to power D, all divided by molar concentration of A, RT, raised to power A, molar concentration of B, RT, raised to power B. Taking out these terms, C, molar concentration C raised to power C, D raised to power D upon A raised to power A, B raised to power B. And RT, as the bases are same, in case of multiplication powers added, RT raised to power C plus D upon RT raised to power A plus B. First of all, we arrange RT. In case of divisions with bases same, powers get subtracted. So RT raised to power C plus D minus A plus B. Now it can be written as RT raised to power delta N, and where delta N means change of number of moles of gaseous products, and make it sure these all are gaseous products. So delta N is equal to C plus D minus A plus B, and the whole expression can be written as molar concentration C raised to power C, molar concentration D raised to power D upon molar concentration A raised to power A, molar concentration B raised to power B. As we have studied earlier, Kc, that is equilibrium constant, Kc can be written at a particular concentration. Kc can be written as molar concentration C raised to power C, molar concentration D raised to power D over molar concentration A raised to power A, molar concentration B raised to power B. So Kp will be equal to Kc into RT raised to power delta N, where delta N is equal to number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. In fact, the formula of delta N is much more important to start any numerical of this type, in which relationship of Kp and Kc is applied. Okay, so relation is Kp is equal to Kc RT raised to power delta N. Sometimes you can also find in some of the books delta Ng. G stands for gaseous. Okay, thank you.